high call series.
See children, now in this problem here, 8,56,629 is to be divided by 1000. Okay, so division with 1000. We can use the properties of division. In the division properties, once I told you in the properties of division, what is that one fact is there. What is that property? If any number is divided by 1000, then okay, hundreds digits and tens digit and ones digit. Okay, the digits in the hundreds place, tens place and ones place goes to the remainder. They will occupy the place, remainder place they will occupy. Remaining digits, what are the remaining digits? 8256. 856. The remaining digits occupies the place of the quotient. So here the remainder is equal to 629. What is the quotient? Here? Rest of the remaining digits. That means 856. Okay, children. That means simply we follow the property. If any number is divided with 1000, then in 1000 how many zeros are there? 3 zeros are there. That's why hundreds digit, tens digit, ones digit. The 3 digits occupies the place of remainder. That's why remainder is 629. Rest of the digits. Rest means what? Remaining. What are the remaining digits? 8256. Rest of the digits occupies the place of quotient. 856. That is the quotient. Okay. To check your answer, what we have to do? Dividend is equal to what? Divisor into quotient plus remainder. See, checking, verify. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay. What is the divisor here? 1000. Quotient. What is the quotient? 856. What is the remainder? 620. Multiply 8, 5, 6 here. Simply keep 3 zeros. Because we are multiplying 1000. That's why simply we keep 3 zeros. Last at the last. Plus. Now 620. Add. That is equal to 9 plus 0, 9, 2 plus 0, 2, 6 plus 0, 6, next to 6, 5, 8, 8, 5, 6, 6 to 9. That is the dividend we got again. This is what a dividend. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus quotient. Like this. Now come to this seventh question. 57,846 is to be divided by 100. So find the quotient and remainder. Apply the property. What is the property? Any number is divided by 100. Then the digit in the tens place and ones place. Okay. The digit in the tens place and ones place occupies the remainder place. That means here remainder is 46. What is the quotient? Rest of the remaining digits. Rest of the digit. Rest means what? Remaining. What are the remaining digits? 5, 7, 8. That is the question. So we take here these remaining digits 5, 7, 8. 578 is the question. 46 is the remaining. Check your answer. So divide into question. Plus remaining. Plus remaining. That is it. What is the divisor? 100. What is the quotient? 578. What is the remainder? 40. Okay, children. Now multiply. Multiply with 100 easy, no children? Simply, we keep 2 zeros after this number. Okay? 578. Here keep 2 zeros. Plus now remainder 46. That is equal to 5, 7, 8, 4, 6. 5, 7, 8, 4, 6 you got dividend. That is equal to 2. So divided into quotient plus remainder is equal to dividend. Like this, we check the division work. Okay, next in the next question, what is the find the missing number? Find the missing number. See children here. Find the missing number. I am writing here. Find the, that means here F, we are coming to the section F. Find the missing number. See children. Finding the missing number. What is the question here? Only one sum is there, I explain. Okay, children. Dash into 2578. Dash into 2578 is equal to, how much is there here? Dash into 66, 2546. 66, 2546. This is the question. Read the sum children. Dash into 2578 is equal to 66, 2546. What is the here? Number. What is the suitable number? We write it here. Missing number. Okay, the missing number, how do you find? I told you first number into second number is equal to product here. If first number into second number, that is equal to product. Here first number is missing. To get the first number, what you have to do? You divide that product with the second. Divide that product with the second. So here you write, this is first, this is second number, this is what product. So to get the first number, therefore, first number, to get the first number, what we have to do? We divide the product with the second number. With the second. Okay, children. So, if you want to get second number, sometimes he will ask second number. First number he will give. Then second number is equal to product by first number. What we write? Second number is equal to product by first number. Here first is required. That's why first is equal to product by second number. What is the product here? 66, 2546. It is to be divided by second number. 2578. Then you will get a first number. Now I will show you the detail. Okay. So 66, 2546. If it is divided by 2578, the number is divided by 2578, we get the first number. First number after completion of the division, we can get 257. 257. Okay, children. Okay. So after division, how much we get? 257. So here we write 257. So in the blank we write okay 257. So 257 into 2578 is equal to 257 into 2578 is equal to 662546. I explained already how to divide. So many division sums you practice. That's why here directly I told you that division answer after division 257. How many times 257? This number is divided by second number. What is the second number? 257. After division, how much we got? 257. So we take the first number as 257. Look at children. Right side. Now we can go to some more working sums. Here, under the section G, there are 3 sums. See the first question. Solve the following. The product of two numbers is 14,79,536. If one number is 356, find the other number. How can you find the other number? One number is given, find the other number. Other number is equal to product of the two numbers divided by first number. So here what we write? The other number is equal to product of two numbers divided by first number. Okay, children, divided by first number. What is the product given? 14795. It should be divided by first number. What is the first number? One of the numbers is there, no? One of the numbers is 356. With that, we divide. So divide with 356. 356. After division, you have learnt so many division problems. In the margin work you show. The division. 1479536. Divide this with number with 356. So many division problems you learned. So you show the division work in the margin given. After division, what is the quotient you get? 4156. Yeah, 4156. In the rough margin, we show the division. After division, how much we will get? 4156. So therefore, the other number is 4156. 4156. This is the other number. Okay, children. Next, one blank is there here. Third one is the blank question. That question is given as a blank. What is that? Read. If any number is divided by 1000, if any number is divided by 1000, The quotient will be, if any number is divided by 1000, the quotient will be dash. The quotient will be dash. What we write in the dash? Digits that are not at 100. Digits that are not at 100. Not at 100's place. Not at 100's place. Comma. Right here. Digits that are not at 100's place. Comma. Tens and ones place. Tens and ones place. Okay, children. This is the blank. Blank answer I wrote on the blank. Okay? Dash answer. Dash the dash. They have to fill up this. And one more dash is there. Remainder will be dash. What here? Remainder will be dash. See. Remainder will be dash. What is the remainder will be dash. In the blank, what you have written? Digits that are at 100. Digits. Right, children. Digits that are at 100 place. Okay. Digits that are at 100 place and tens and ones place. Tens and ones place. Ones place. Okay. Like this, you will fill up the blank. Okay, children. Now, we go to the next section. That is working sums. Solve the following. See, children, here. Fifth question. Read the question first in a meaningful way. After that, you can prepare the steps. A packet of chocolates contains 10 chocolates. Mohan has 50 friends. How many packets of chocolates Mohan needs so that each friend gets one chocolate? Each friend gets one chocolate. Okay, children. If the cost of one packet of chocolates is 450 rupees, how much money Mohan needs to buy the chocolates? This is the problem. Okay, children. You have gone through the problem. Now, what is given in the problem? Understand and prepare the steps. In each and every packet, how many chocolates are there? 10 chocolates are there. So each packet contains 10 chocolates. So number of chocolates in each packet. Number of chocolates in each packet. 1. So that point you write here. So number of chocolates, solution, number of chocolates contained in each packet. Number of chocolates contained in each pack. In each pack. How many? 10 chocolates are there in each packet. That is the first step. How many friends Mohan had? Mohan had 50 friends. Mohan had 50 friends. So, step 2. Number of friends to Mohan. Number of friends Mohan had. Number of friends Mohan had. How many friends he has? 50 friends. Next. How many chocolates he is giving to each friend? How many chocolates he is giving to each friend? 1 chocolate. Each one is getting 1 chocolate. So, number of chocolates given to each friend. How many? 1 chocolate. If everyone is getting one chocolate, if everyone is getting one chocolates, 50 friends, how many chocolates they will get? 50 chocolates. For every person, for every friend, 1 chocolate is given. 50 friends are there, so 50 chocolates. How many chocolates? 50 chocolates. 50 chocolates. So, total chocolates. Okay. Total chocolates distributed. Total chocolates distributed for 50 friends. Is equal to 50 chocolates Mohan distributed. That means how many packets he wants for distribution? 10 chocolates, 1 packet. 10 chocolates, 1 packet. Like that, 20 chocolates, 2 packets. 30 chocolates, 3 packets. Like this here, 50 chocolates means how many packets? 5 packets. How many? 5 packets. So, number of packets Mohan has to buy. Mohan has to buy. Number of packets Mohan has to buy. That is equal to, okay, here 50 by 10. That is equal to 5 packets. How many? 5. Here 50 divided by 10, right? This type of 5 you can use in higher classes. So it is 50 divided by 10. That is equal to 5. Okay. Because each packet contains 10 chocolates. That's why. How many packets Mohan has to buy means 5 packets. How many? 5 packets. So number of packets Mohan has to buy is equal to 5. Here question is there, Mohan needs 50. So he asked to see here. Mohan has 50 friends. How many packets of chocolates Mohan needs? So number of packets Mohan has to buy is equal to 5. 5 packets needed. Next. Cost of each packet how much? Cost of one packet 450 rupees. So write that point. Cost of each packet is equal to rupees. How much? 450. Cost of each packet rupees 450. So, how much money Mohan needs to buy the chocolates? So, each packet 450 rupees. Here, how many packets he has to buy? 5 packets. So, total cost of the 5 packets is equal to 450 into 5. So, cost of each packet 450 rupees. So, total cost of 5 packets. Total cost of 5 packets is equal to, okay, 5 into 450. 5 packets, each packet 450. 5 packets, 5 into 450. 5 into 450. Multiply. Here we write rupees. Multiply. 450 into 5. Into 5 zeros are 0. 5 5s are 25. 5 2 is there, 5 4s are 20 plus 2 20. That means rupees 2,250 rupees. That is the total cost of 5 packs. How much money Mohan needs to buy the chocolates means we mention this amount. So 2,250 rupees of, okay, this much of amount Mohan, okay, should pay for chocolates. Okay. So Mohan needs the money. Therefore, Mohan needs money. Mohan needs money to buy the chocolates. To buy the chocolates. Is equal to rupees 2,250. Okay, children? Understand well? Very good. Now we are going to learn about average. What is meant by average? What is meant by average? Suppose in your class there are 3 students. Suppose only 3 students are there in a small class. The 3 students marks, the 3 students marks given. Okay. Now you do one thing. The 3 students total mark you find. The 3 students total mark find. Add the 3 students total mark. And you divide the total with 3. Then after division you get the average mark of each student. Average mark of each student. So generally what do we say here? Average means if the sum of some quantities is divided by the number of quantities, then we can get the average. That is the meaning of average. If the total of some quantities, the sum of, if the total of some quantities is divided by the number of quantities, by the number of quantity. Okay, the result we get, then the result we get is called the average. So to get the average, what we do? Sum of the quantities, how much we see first. We divide that sum with the number of quantities. Okay, then we get the average. So children, one more point also you can study. As a statement, let us mention this. The average is equal to sum of the quantities by sum of the quantities divided by number of quantities. Number of quantities. Okay, children. That is the general statement to find the average. Sum of the quantities by number of quantities. And one more important point you can note down. The star part. What is that point you see? The average number need not be the average number. The average number need not be one of the numbers in the group, one of the numbers in the group. So the average number need not be one of the numbers in the group. So, in the group, any one of the group may not get this average mark. Okay, that means the average is not equal to, need not be equal to one of the numbers in the group. Now you see in the exercise 3.4, some problems were given to you for practice. Now in exercise 3.4 under section A, exercise 3.4 under section A, let us take one problem. Find the average of 14, 15, 21, 30. Find the average of Find the average of 14, 51, 14, 15, 21, 30. 14, 15, 21 and 30. Find the average. Find the average. Here 21 and 30. Okay. This is the first one in under section A. How can you find the average? First of all, you see here how many numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are there. So, number of quantities. Number of quantities is equal to how many? 4 quantities are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 items are there. 4 numbers are there. Okay. Now, sum of the 4 quantities, how much you see? Sum of the 4 14 plus 15 plus 21 plus 30. Add how much? 14, 15, 21, 30. So, you are the small children, that's why in the margin you can write and add 14, 51, 21, 30. How much? 4 plus 5, 9 plus 1, 10, 0, here 1 is to be carried. 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7 plus 1, 8. 80. How much? 80. Sum of the quantities is 80. Now, to find the average, you divide 80 with 4. Divide 80 with 4. Therefore, the average is equal to the average of the 4 numbers, average of these 4 numbers. The average of these 4 numbers is equal to, they sum by, okay, sum of 4 numbers, sum of 4 numbers divided by 4. The 4 numbers total is how much here? 80. 80 divided by 4. How many times? 4 divides 80 20 times. 20 is the average. 20 is the average. Okay. So, average of the 4 numbers is 20. Find the average of 20 minutes, 50 minutes, 13 minutes and 12 minutes. Okay. Here 4 numbers are given. The 4 numbers are in minutes. How many quantities are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quantities are there here. So, number of quantities 4. Now, find the sum of the 4 quantities. Find the sum of the 4 quantities. So, sum of the 4 quantities, sum of the 4 quantities is equal to add 20 plus 15 plus 13 plus 12. Okay. So here 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 5 10, 0, 1 is there, 1 is carried, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 2 6, 60. That is the total of the 4 quantities. Now average. The average is equal to average time. Sum of the quantities by, what is the statement here? Sum of the quantities by number of quantities. Number of quantities. Here, what is the sum of the quantities here? 60. 60 divided by number of quantities 4. So divide 60 with 4. 4 ones are 4, 2 remainder, bring down 0, 4 5s are 20. Okay, children. So here 15, how much? 15 minutes. This is the average. Okay. Average time. So average time is equal to 15 minutes. So in the problem here he has given 4 quantities. The 4 quantities, so here the given quantities are in minutes. That's why here the 4 numbers were added. 60 we got. And according to that formula, average sum of the quantities divided by number of quantities. That's why here the total is 60. The total is divided with 4. Then we get to 15. That is that. Now come to this problem. In the section B, here aquarium diagrams are there. Aquarium diagrams are there. See in the textbook. In the first aquarium, how many fishes are there? In the first aquarium, 32 fishes are there. Okay. In the second aquarium, how many fishes are there? 49 fishes are there. In the third aquarium, how many fishes are there? 27 fishes are there. Okay. Now find the average number of fish. Find the average number of fish. How can you find? Same formula, sum of the quantities by number of quantities. Here, in all the 3 aquariums, total fish how many? In the first aquarium, second aquarium, third aquarium. In the 3 aquariums, total fish how much? Find the total number of fish in all the 3 aquariums. In all the 3 aquariums. So, total number of fishes in the 3 aquariums. In the 3 aquariums. In the 3 aquariums. Total fish how much? Add 32 plus, that is equal to what? 32 plus 49 plus 20. Add here. How? 9 plus 7, 16. 16 plus 2, 18. 8, 1 is there now. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 3. 108. How much? 108 fish. Total number of fish in the 3 aquariums. Now, it should be divided by 3 to find the average number of fish. To find the average number of fish, what we do here? We divide that total number of fish with 3 because here 3 aquariums are there. To find the average, we show the median. So, the average number of fish, the average number of fish is equal to sum of the quantities by number of quantities. Sum of quantities by number of quantities. That is equal to 108 divided by 3. This is the symbol of by. By symbol we can write in different ways. Like this we can write. Like this also we can write, and like this also we can write. So, this is the symbol for division. 108 divided by 3. Divide 108 divided by 3. 3 3s are 9. Here 1 remainder now. Bring down 8 now. 18. 3 6 are 8. 36 times. So, write here 36. The average number of fish is equal to 30. That means, here what we say, on an average 36 fish in each aquarium, 36 fish. But actually here, 36 is not in this group. 36 is not in this group. On an average where we will tell 36 fish in each group. Each aquarium 36 fish. Total can be carried by multiplying this with 3. 336 are 108. 336 are 108. If you want to check your average, what we do? Sum of quantities is equal to average number of fish into number of quantities. Okay, check work. Sum of quantities. Sum of quantities is equal to average into number of quantities. Average into number of quantities. That is equal to average is here 36. Number of quantities 3. 3 into 36. 108. Okay, children. 108. That is the total number of fish in the beginning. Total number of fish you calculated by adding the 3 numbers 32, 49, 27, 108. So like this you can check your average answer.